Alright, we need to talk about year 4 because right now Street Fighter 6 is in a really interesting spot. With Ingrid dropping next month, this is crazy because we don't know what's going to be next for Street Fighter. What characters are going to come out for year 4. Street Fighter 6 is a good game. The game is successful, the gameplay is solid, and the community is very active. But if there's one thing that could either keep that momentum going or completely stall it, it's the DLC. Not just any DLC, it has to be the year for DLC because right now fighting games are getting boring, and by this point expectations are different. It isn't really about just adding characters anymore, it's really about making a statement, and this is a perfect opportunity because Tekken is at a low point, Mortal Kombat is at a low point. This is where Capcom has to prove that they still understand what players actually want. So instead of just throwing random names out there, I put together a wish list of 6 characters, even though we'll probably only get 4 for the DLC, meaning that any of these picks could realistically make it in. And trust me, if Capcom chooses the right 4 from this list, year 4 could be the best one yet. But if you guys don't know me by now, I'm Mr. Frosty Flames, but you can call me Mike. We do anything gaming, news, reviews, playthroughs, etc. So if you like that style of content and you like that chill vibe, that podcasty sort of energy, then make sure you hit that sub button and enlist to join the Frosty Flames Legion. We're closing in on 1,700 subs, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys help me reach that goal of mine. Anyways, back to the video. Okay, here's the thing. Year 4 isn't just another season. It's the point where people start asking, is this 4-year-old game still worth investing my time into? And the characters you choose could directly answer that question. I feel like for Year 4's character list, you need fan favorites, you need gameplay variety, and you need at least a hype factor, in place for that year, and maybe throw in a wild card like a surprise or something. So with that in mind, I just want to get into this wish list right now. So the first pick is someone that's practically guaranteed. I just want to get him out of the way because of his popularity, and that's Vega. I feel like Vega has to be here, and to be honest, it's kind of weird that he's not in the game already because he's one of the most recognizable characters in the entire franchise. With the white mask, the claw, the speed, jumping around everywhere. He brings a completely different playstyle compared to the current roster. In Street Fighter 6, he would thrive. Like, imagine this, another character sort of like Kimberly with fast wall movement, using the stage corners, enhanced stance switching with the claw and no claw mechanics. You could have like drive rush cancel pressure that leads into mix-ups. He could easily become one of the most technical characters in the game. And more importantly, I feel like he adds like a lot of style. One thing I say is Street Fighter 6 is very flashy and it has a lot of soul. The theme songs are great. The songs are great in my opinion. And Vega just fits that perfectly. And my second choice for a DLC character is actually Menat, however you say it, right? She's one of the most unique characters Capcom has ever made, and gameplay wise, she could bring something that the current roster is missing because she has like an orb based control character. Like, she could shoot an orb forward, recall it, and like have it like hit you on the way there and on the way back, right? So in Street Fighter 6, Menat could say use that orb for delayed pressure setups. She could control space with long range pokes, create insane drive gauge mind games. She's not just flashy, she's more of like a strategic character, I should say, and for higher level players, she would instantly become one of the most interesting characters in the game. Plus, she connects to the lore too, which matters more now than ever with the World Tour mode. And the third character I would like to see is Sakura. Now, let's be real. Sakura is basically guaranteed at some point. She's incredibly popular too, but at year 4, I feel like this is the perfect timing for her. She's one of the most beloved characters in the entire series, and she bridges the gap between casual players and competitive players. Her moveset in Street Fighter 6 could evolve into something more modern, You could have like a Shoto with faster, more fluid controls. You could have like strong drive rush confirms, more aggressive pressure options. Like, she's familiar, but she could still also feel new. And from a hype standpoint, this is one of the easiest wins Capcom could ever get. Next, the fourth character that I want is actually going to be Dudley. Dudley would go crazy in this game straight up. Like, not like Ed with a boxer style, but I want a straight up boxing character in a system like Street Fighter 6. I feel like that would be dangerous for other characters because Dudley, he's really all about precision, pressure, big damage, and with drive mechanics, he could be like ducking and weaving all over the place. He would become a pressure pressure monster. Like, imagine him drive rushing into tight frame traps, having high damage corner combos, and just clean, satisfying knockouts. And visually, I feel like he also fits Street Fighter 6 perfectly, similar to how I said with Vega. He has clean animations, he has a strong personality, you know, with that mustache and everything, right? He would feel like a premium edition. Now, a fifth character that I like is actually Laura from Street Fighter 5. She was perhaps one of the most recognizable characters from Street Fighter 5, and I feel like she's one of those characters that people either love or absolutely hate, which is why exactly I think she should come back, because she brings chaos. Like, imagine in Street Fighter 6, Laura could use command grabs mixed with drive pressure, create high risk, high reward situations, and force aggressive gameplay, and that's something the roster always benefits from, because she makes matches unpredictable and probably even fun to watch, and that's very entertaining. And this is my wildcard pick. My sixth character that I believe that should be in Street Fighter 6 either in year 4 at some point is actually Cody, because he represents more than just Street Fighter. He's also representing Final Fight, and with Metro City being a big part of Street Fighter 6, it almost feels wrong not to include him. And gameplay wise, he could also go in multiple directions. Like, if they choose that Street Fighter 5 Mayor Cody, he could be more controlled and strategic, or in my personal opinion, they should go back to Prison Cody, have him be raw and aggressive. Either way, you know, he adds personality and lore relevance, which makes him one of the most logical picks on that list in my opinion. Next, I want to talk about something bigger than original Street Fighter characters, and that's actually guest characters, because at this point in FGC games, it's not a crazy idea anymore. We've seen some crazy crossovers before. Mortal Kombat basically just started the whole guest characters thing. They do crossovers with everything, but Mortal Kombat really revolutionized it to be paid DLC, which is crazy. And if Capcom really wants to shake things up, I feel like year 4 could be the time to do it. Personally, I'm not a big fan of guest characters, but knowing how the monetization of fighting games are nowadays, they're bound to happen. So if they're bound to happen, let's choose guest characters that we like. So first of all, I want another fighter from SNK because it really aligns with Street Fighter. Their collab is going well. So, you know, we have Terry, we have Mai. Mai is my personal favorite. As you can see in the gameplay, I play her a lot, right? And Andy could really just bridge the gap and just be the final character of the trio from SNK. I also want to see a character coming from Tekken. Street Fighter and Tekken have done crossovers before. Hell, they even done games before. Akuma was in the main roster of Tekken 7. So I feel like we could get a Tekken character anytime soon. Someone like maybe Jin or Jun, right? It would be crazy. And finally, we could get characters from any Capcom franchises. Like, imagine if somehow Leon Kennedy was in the game. Like, that would be crazy. Or someone from like Final Fight or something, right? Or even Streets of Rage. It would be crazy. See, these types of additions don't just add gameplay, they sort of bring attention to the game. You get new audiences, you get more hype, people post about them online, and you have new conversations about the game. And that's exactly what keeps a fighting game alive long term. I mean, Mortal Kombat really is ass, but the guest characters bring hype to the game. And this is the reality of it. Year 4 isn't just another update cycle, it's sort of like a turning point, and this is where people decide really, am I still playing Street Fighter 6 or am I just gonna be moving on? And the roster, that's the biggest factor, because if Capcom plays it safe, yeah, year 4 could be fine, but if they take risks, if they bring back fan favorites, and maybe even surprise us, year 4 could define the entire future of Street Fighter 6 in the best way possible. And I also want to see updates, not to the character roster, but like quality of life changes. You got to make the game better, more balanced, and you got to add stuff to the World Tour. I would like if they added a whole new big area to World Tour where you could explore more side quests, etc., etc., and it would be amazing for single player content and online multiplayer content. So in the end, whether it's Vega, Menat, Sakura, Dudley, Laura, or Cody, any combination of these characters could make year 4 something special. The question is, will Capcom make the right choice? But that's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. What guest characters or what characters would you like to see in year 4 for Street Fighter 6 DLC, or just DLC in general for Street Fighter 6? What character is missing? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe to join the Legion, and make sure you let me know how I'm doing. I love to hear your feedback every single time. Anyways, thank you for watching. Mr. Frosty Flames out. Ciao.